What is up, guys? What is up? Welcome back to Silver Surfer's channel. And got a fun one for you guys today that I don't believe I've shared in the past. So I figured I'd go ahead and take a look and do such a thing. Anyways, what you see in front of you is a beautiful 1860s unsigned date. Bank of Washington, or the Bank of Washington, $4 note. So this is an obsolete currency, as you can see. Beautiful, beautiful vignette, color. I mean, you name it, guys. This thing's got it all going on. Very high grade. PCGS graded it as about uncirculated, a 55. It also got the Gem Pierre Frick sticker there. Looks kind of like a little cack bean. And let's see if I can get it in. There you go. And that guy right there, met him in person a couple of times at some coin shows and stuff, but he is a genius on Civil War history and on obsolete banknotes. He is kind of like the father of them all, if you would. And so he kind of grades his own self, gives the approval or stickers, notes that are within that type frame of the Civil War currency or obsolete notes, if they're just extremely, extremely nice. And he's got a different types of stickers based on the presentation of the note, if there's any pinholes or damage or things like that, or if they meet the grade or exceed the grade, just like CAC. So anyways, doesn't really bring much more value per se to a note that I'm aware of. Most people don't pay much more for them or something like that, but it's just at least you get a peace of mind. But I actually picked this note up from Mr. Frick himself, emailed him and sent me a list of all the things he had. And as you know, I'm a big, big, big George Washington fan. Really anything with old George there, from coins to metals to currency, I enjoy, and so especially currency. So I had to have this note. Plus, I also thought it was super bizarre that it's on a $4 note. President Washington was on a ton of different denominations, not just the $1 bill that we know of him today. He actually made his way through a number of, I think almost all of them, from the 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 5, a $20, $100, a 50. I mean, you name it. A lot of those denominations were not federally issued. Those were obsolete notes or broken bank notes, if you would, broken back bank notes, if you would. But yeah, so I just had to have this. In the center is a gorgeous vignette of some Native Americans, it looks like there. Another gal here showing maybe some youth the globe and kind of giving them some instruction on that. But just, I mean, take a look at that. These are all hand engraved, guys, on these plates back in the day when they printed them. And phenomenal, phenomenal note. And in the bottom right corner, you might recognize this lady here, and her name is Martha Washington. She was the wife to George Washington. So really neat to see them two paired up here on this note. That's something you don't see on federal issues until a note that I'll show you here in a minute. But nice image there of the cashier and the president of the bank. These are hand signed, as you can see, the burn marks and stuff along those lines. Really, really cool. This was made by the American Banknote Company, which was a very large producing banknote company during this time frame that came kind of before the formation of the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. And it was them and the National Banknote Company, which were kind of the big players during that time. Up there, you see the 4 written out and inscribed around this kind of foliage and stuff along those lines, which look, again, just a spectacular looking piece of currency. I mean, imagine carrying this thing around and buying some goods and services at the time. The back is blank, as is the case of most obsolete banknotes, as you guys are aware of. Not much going on there, but nice, clean, fresh, white. Really, really spectacular note. I absolutely love that piece. And as I was mentioning, it wouldn't be complete without sharing this thing here. This is an 1896, as you guys can see, $1 silver certificate. This was a federally issued note. And this is the series, the 1, the 2, and the 5 are considered to be some of the most gorgeous notes ever printed within our federal government. So really, really cool. This one's nicknamed History Instructing Youth, and they're pointing over there to the Washington Monument across the Potomac. Really, really spectacular. You got the preamble of the Constitution there that can actually be read as well. But this is a $1 silver certificate from 1896, guys. Really, really cool. But the reason I brought this out was because I wasn't lying to you Old Martha and George have been on a federally issued note, but this was quite some years after this bad boy was already issued. So you have them up there in the corner, separated, still looking at each other, and then you have them down here on the back of the 1896 silver. So fun note. These are great. I bought this a long time ago when I first started getting into currency, and I'm happy I did because a choice find, clean grade, no problems, no pinholes or anything like that. These things go for a little bit of money now, and I got this for pretty cheap. So anyways, that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed, and give me that subscribe if you guys haven't. I'd greatly appreciate it. Let's reach that 1,000 goal, and until next time, Silver Surfer is out.